Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining me on YouTube Live. So, what I'll do, like my normal practice, is to just send this out on Telegram and uh, also on this my Twitter feed. Like, okay, first thing first, Infosys, what a stunning move! And I mean, I just say one thing. I mean, just go back to that day of that whistleblower complaint and the stock falling to 550 or thereabout. And that's what we say, when you buy good stocks, when all this kind of things happen, you make a lot of money. And the stock tomorrow should hit an all-time high. The ADR is up 14%. Now, obviously, the stock was up 6% here. So it includes that. Even then, it's up about 8%. So if it goes up 8% tomorrow, whoa, what a big money call buyers will make in Infosys, and it's been coming. I think ever since TCS's numbers, it was clear that perhaps Infosys would be the stock to watch out for. The big move, of course, the big breakout happened last week, last month, and you'll remember that big breakout that we spoke about after that whole uh, visa controversy broke out. That perhaps was the best buying opportunity in Infosys, and since then it's been just a one-way move in that stock. Now that's on Infosys. Today you saw Wipro move up about 15-16%. I think tomorrow you'll have Infosys move up 8-10%. So obviously that will have quite a bit of support for the Nifty. Now the problem for the market is the bank Nifty, and the bank Nifty is not letting the Nifty cross crucial levels. Also, what happened today was a classical sell on news, buy on rumor, sell on news. I think almost everyone on the street was pricing in this Google News in Reliance, and that's why you saw that big decline in Reliance today. And that's why, with the fact that the Bank Nifty was also down quite a bit. Now, Bharti, you remember even yesterday I made this point that, the rally that happened in the stock was pricing in some kind of a deal, and what you had was only a tie-up with Verizon, and it was very clear that Bharti needs a trigger to now break out above 610. The big breakout in Bharti will happen once it crosses 610. And that's why I always believe that now this is a range stock where you buy every time it goes to 540, but you book profit every time it approaches 600. But the day it crosses 610, there will be no stopping Bharti. It will straight away hit 700. And over the next 3 years, I see it doubling very easily. So uh, let's see. I think tomorrow my base case is that the market perhaps uh, starts higher, but then again struggles at higher levels. Tomorrow's weekly options expiry. I think also what is very clear is that the markets are running on one leg, which is IT. The other leg or digital, the other leg, which is the banks, clearly are not supporting. So in that case, tomorrow there could be some bit of profit taking as far as or some bit of decline once again. I think tomorrow if the market gives you a big gap up, uh, there would be vulnerability like again you saw today. Today, the interesting thing is that FI has covered their shorts of yesterday. Now, I do not know if they were forced to cover the shorts when the market rallied in the morning big time, or they covered their shorts after they realized that, okay, finally the market gave them an opportunity to cover their shorts after, the rally had fizzled out. A lot depends on that because if the answer to this is that they covered because of the fear after the morning gap up, in that case that was a bad trade and the market perhaps tomorrow would once again fall. But if they covered because towards the end they said, okay, we got a bad trade, we are lucky that the market's giving us an opportunity to exit at cost, and they exited, in that case perhaps the market rallies tomorrow. Unfortunately, we don't know the answer to this question, that at what point were these shorts covered. Shorts were added yesterday, but at what point were they covered today? I think we won't know. So let's see. I think on Reliance, what's very clear now is that today's high of 1947, 1948 will act as some bit of resistance for some time, but eventually I think it will break out and we'll seek higher levels. But for now, I think it's a bit stretched. The closest moving average comes in at 1771. That just tells you the kind of stretch move that Reliance has seen. So let us see if it gives you an entry opportunity going forward. Liquid oxygen was awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that just look quite interesting. My view on Yes Bank FPO, I think there are better opportunities. Don't get into this what you call temptation of making a quick 30-40%. Everyone's thinking that the current price is 22, FPO is happening at 12. So obviously the price won't remain at 22, 20, or it's already fallen, but price would settle somewhere around 15, 16 on Yes Bank. And post the FPO, by the time the shares hit your account and are available to be trading, there's a market risk that you will be taking. So I don't know why, you should be taking that kind of a risk. That's my view. Uh, What exactly happened in Reliance Fignesh is a classical buy on rumors, sell on news. Look at the way the stocks run up. In the pandemic period, it's among the top five stocks globally. It's run up 70-80%. India's largest stock has gone up 70-80%. You've seen, for example, what happened to Tesla. So, with these big stocks, this is par for the course because almost everyone it's almost like a program trade. Everyone was waiting that as soon as Mr. Ambani will announce the name of Google, they will book profit. And there were reasonable amount of profits to be booked. And that started to happen. And that's why, you saw that. Rosari Biotech, I think I've heard good things about Rosari Biotech. Uh, I think the best thing to do in Rosari Biotech would be to perhaps uh, not apply in the IPO, but post IPO because of the market. If you get it below the IPO price, then buy it. Or you can apply some in IPO. It's a good company. That's what I would say. Uh, Future retail, I think Future Group is going through too much volatility. It's circuit to circuit stocks. I never am comfortable with circuit to circuit stocks. Yes, HDFC Bank is very weak, so that is very clear, and that is one stock which needs to rally before anything happens. Bharti, I've explained many times. Again, in this video, I've explained on Bharti. Bharti will rally sharp every time it goes to 540, 550, but it will see sharp profit taking every time it goes to 590, 600. It's a range stock now. It will rally big on the day it crosses 610. The the price at which promoters would stake, that needs to be crossed before it starts to run up once again. And then of course we will see what is the probability of Nifty hitting 10,900 tomorrow. I think very low. 10,900 is not happening tomorrow. Let me be very clear. uh, you'll be lucky to get 10,800 also tomorrow, frankly, if you ask me. And this 200-day moving average will act as resistance for some time. Lupin, I think we had the management on air today. Lupin is clearly a good stock, but it needs, now it needs to deliver now because the market's kept a lot of patience with Lupin and has believed their word. Now they need to deliver in terms of earnings, and then perhaps we will take a call on where it is going. Motherson Sumi, I think Motherson Sumi clearly it showed signs that perhaps that big move on the way down, which we had on the day of restructuring, that's coming to an end. But obviously, that didn't happen. So it's broken that level, and now I think you have to be careful of a stock like Motherson Sumi because if you break Newsday low, then perhaps things are not looking that great. Britannia, well, great stock. It corrected after the results because of valuations back up now. And again, it's a stock which is a work from home stock as well. So that's why, it should do well. Short covering tomorrow in Bank Nifty, I don't know, man, because, I've hoped for short covering 2-3 times. It hasn't happened. HCL Tech, yes, I mean, I know everyone's focus will now shift to HCL Tech because TCS has come out, Infosys has come out, Wipro has come out. Now the next two are HCL Tech and Tech Mahindra. So obviously you want to focus on these. But let's see. IT is clearly doing something extremely right, and that is emerging as one leg on which the market clearly seems to be moving, at least at this point in time. ITC, I think ITC has got itself back into some kind of a range, but it's a very strong stock. The moment it breaks out of this recent range, I think it will have a big move as far as ITC is concerned. Sun TV, it's getting into FNO ban, and I've not tracked it also, so I won't be commenting on that. Eveready, I think Eveready, the big call again is, will the Burmans want to be the promoter of the company, and what's their plan going forward? I think it's not a straight line move which will happen in Eveready, but I think purely from a risk reward point of view, I think you're getting a good asset now at a decent price. That's what I would say, especially if the existing promoters give up control to Burmans going forward. I think that is going to be important. Biocon, my only problem is it's run up a lot. It's run up too fast, and I think it's tough for me to take a call on Biocon at this point in time. Okay, Lever. I think Lever comes out with numbers soon, so there's going to be special dividend as well. So let us see how that one shapes out. Bandhan Bank. I think Bandhan Bank. The market buzz is about an OFS, which will happen. Promoters want to sell some stake. HDFC has a stake because of that merger which happened with Group Finance. They want to sell their stake, so that's why that stock is under some kind of a selling pressure even after numbers. Uh, so that's perhaps explaining what happened on that one. Thank you so much, everyone, and of course, have a good evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and we'll be back tomorrow with YouTube Live at night. Thanks a lot for watching.